showcase some talented New England-based cosplay designers who we have pre-selected to show off to you today.
Each contestant will strut their stuff here on the runway for our 3 fabulous judges in the hopes of taking home a shiny trophy, an exclusive photo shoot, Anime Boston tickets, and much more.
Alright, the contestants will be judged on craftsmanship, their design, as well as their performance and energy. But first we'd like to thank our sponsors who made this entire event possible.
Absolutely. The Japan Festival Boston Fashion Show is brought to you by Athol Rogers Photography, Anime Boston, Ebisu Japanese Market, Ink Design, as well as Unicorn One Records. Please visit the JapanFestivalBoston.org fashion show page to learn more about our generous sponsors.
Now, no fashion show can be judged without judges. So let's introduce our first judge. She has been in the cosplay community for more than a decade, and she is a master when it comes to EVA foam and fabrics. You can find this tiny judge at almost every convention there is on the East Coast, talking about cosplays, having photo shoots, or even just being your typical con mom. Here, coming today as Uraraka from Boku no Hero Academia, is Genevieve Devereaux Cosplay!
Woo! Our next judge is Toshihiko Nakazawa. Born and raised in Japan and has been a dancer since the age of 18. Now in New York, Toshi regularly teaches, performs, and is a popular entertainer for Broadway Theater Plus Tours The Ride. Toshi has appeared in numerous shows across the United States, from Apollo Theater to Boston Opera House to a standing ovation on the popular television show So You Think You Can Dance. Please welcome Toshi. Toshi, you'll be performing later today, right?
Yes.
Please check out Toshi on this stage today at 2:50. Thank you.
Alright, so even though our last judge has only been cosplaying for 5 years, don't mistake him for a newbie. For he will absolutely mesmerize you with his masterful makeup skills that will leave you astonished. Here to make you question your life choices as well as everything else is JR Cosplay! Well, we got all of our judges. Without further ado, let's start the fashion show! First up is an award-winning 25-year-old cosplayer from Massachusetts with 10 years of experience as a cosplay fashion designer. She is here today modeling her Glaceon-inspired outfit from Pokémon. Here is Platinum Princess Cosplay! In the master tier of AAC's Hall Cosplay Competition. Here to show you her cosplay from xxxHolic is Hop is My Hero! She's here today to show you her lovely handmade Yuna cosplay. Here's the one, the only, the sweetest of them all, Honeybee Cosplay! I'm gonna take, yeah, that one.
the judges run.
Next up, all the way from New Hampshire, with 6 years of experience. Her very first event, designer Ghostfreak. Modeling for Ghostfreak is our very own Comet Carter. Ghostfreak hopes to mystify you all today with her original fairy design, Faustina.
Cosplay veteran to be an amazing cosplayer. Here to show you something magnificent, like Maleficent, is Cosplay Raptor! She's a member of Buns Cosplay. Ladies, gents, and the androgynous, give a warm welcome to the lovely Dana! Cosplay comes to bring you a chick of a wise owl called Kayabora. Comes Kimberly! For 20 years. You can find her designing outfits for others as well as modeling her own unique Japanese folklore-inspired outfits. Here to show you her transformative design for Princess Kuri and Demon Amano-Jaku is Asuka Tobinosuke!
Fantastic job, everyone. I tell you, it can't be easy wearing these cosplays on a rainy day in heels when you're hungry. All right, and now the contestants will line up for one final pose all together. Thank you, everyone, for coming out today. Please visit JapanFestivalBoston.org to learn more about our talented designers and where to find them on social media. All right, before we move on to the interview portion of the event, can we get one giant round of applause for all of our designers here today? All right, excellent. All right, now judges, could you please move towards the front of the stage here? The judges will each ask a series of questions of the contestants.
How long did it take you to make it? Okay. That's a great question. I'm not really sure. I spread out a lot of what I was doing throughout several months. There are also pieces I did not bring with me due to the weather, such as flaws in my staff, which I would consider part of the work. But this took me quite some time to do. And I can't tell you exactly how long I did it in bits and pieces, or else I would have been overwhelmed and I would have quit.
Okay, my question's for actually both of you, because I noticed you're both kind of doing a similar. What gave you the inspiration to how you wanted to actually portray these characters in a more humanized form?
So mine is a combination of the boat I have, the wood grain, and then the sleeves were inspired, and the jacket was the old man form, the neck piece too. So I just combined pieces. I have the sail from the boat, and then I just have a couple pieces combined from both. I just wanted it to be a cute and pretty version that worked with both.
So I kind of just wanted to do something with wings. And I like K4. K4 is a really interesting character. He shows up a lot in Ocarina of Time, and he says funny things and tilts his head at you, and then flies away. So I kind of just designed this as something I could move in and have that flowy look to it as well.
So, you okay? No. Where does the costume come from? It's original, right?
Yeah, she's an original character. The inspiration came from she's a gem and manifested fairy life.
Okay, good.
All right. Any more questions from the judges? No? All right. All right. Let's talk about prizes. All contestants will receive judges will go back and deliberate. Okay, right. All contestants will receive Naruto Cup Ramen, courtesy of Ebisu Japanese Market. One runner-up will receive one ticket to next year's Anime Boston. This year's grand prize winner will receive 2 2019 Anime Boston tickets, as well as a photo shoot with Athol Rogers Photography. Speaking of Athol Rogers Photography, you may have seen our flyer for this year's event. The flyer and the design were inspired by Miss Hana. Miss Hana is a cosplayer famous in the area. She's here to say a few words.
Hello, and everyone looks amazing. This is my 4th year coming to the Japan Festival, and it's easily been my favorite event of every year. And Athel's an amazing photographer, so I'm sure they'll look amazing.
Thank you very much, Miss Hana. All right. Judges, how are we doing? They're still working. How are you all doing today? All right. What did you think of the event? All right. All right, let's see. What does the audience think? Who was your favorite? Shout out some names. Una. Glaceon here. Glaceon here. Una. Do I hear Maleficent? All right. We are deliberating. One moment, please. Some announcements while we're deliberating. Coming up later today is the Cosplay Deathmatch. You will be able to sign up after this event. Sign up for the Cosplay Deathmatch is at Information Booth B. Goods, t-shirts, the Nippon Sailor Girls CDs are being sold at Information Booth A. That is over there by the Starbucks. Information Booth B is directly behind you. One more minute. One more minute. Coming up next is Move and Inspire, a local Japanese children's dance troupe. The event today goes until 5 p.m. There will be multiple dance events. All right, it sounds like we have reached a decision. Just to remind you, what?
Alright, just to remind who everyone was who was in the fashion show, we have the first person who was Glaceon, that is Platinum Fitness Cosplay. Second one was Hop is My Hero, she was doing xxxHolic, don't forget these people. Honeybee was Yuna Cosplay. Ghostfreak is what I'm wearing. Crispy Raptor was doing Maleficent. And then I lost my pace. Oh yeah, Dana was doing what? King of Red Lions. And then Kimberly was doing Gay-Bor, which I will never be able to pronounce. And then our last one, Asuka, was an original design, which is based off Japanese folklore.
Okay, we have the results. All right, let's hear it again. Who was your favorite cosplayer?
Right there. She's next to you.
Can I have a drum roll, please? All right.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm nervous and I'm not even a contestant. Now, our second place winner is Ghostfreak! Alright, stop that music. Alright, before I announce the first place, I just want to thank all of our lovely contestants for being on our show. Our lovely showgirl, Miss Hana, our stupendous judges, and our audience, of course. We couldn't do this without you guys.
Thank you, guys.
Anyway, can I get another drum plural, please? Drum roll. Yeah. The first place winner for the Cosplay Fashion Show is Kimberly from Buzz Up Cosplay! Woo!
Fashion Show was brought to you by Apple Rogers Photography, Anime Boston, ABC Japanese Market Ink Design, as well as Unicorn Records. Thank you everyone for coming out to our event. We'll see you again next year.
Then stick around for our next performance.